Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today I'm going to be doing a Gladiator Beast deck profile. So I'm really excited to do this for you guys because this deck is an extremely nostalgic deck that focuses around the battle phase and tagging your Gladiator Beasts in and out for one another so you can contact fuse into some awesome fusion monsters. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. Like your name, description, every single video, getting get signed cards in the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month you're a patron. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Gladiator Beast Augustus. This card is definitely a 2-of in the build, with an awesome ability that helps you swarm the board that when this card is special summoned by the effects of a Gladiator Beast monster, you can special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your hand in face-up defense position, which is a great effect just to help you swarm the board so you can basically go in for your fusion monsters. This card also has a great ability that at the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle this card into the deck to be able to special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except another copy of this card, which is an insane ability. The majority of your Gladiator Beast monsters actually share that ability. We then play 2 copies of Gladiator Beast Vesp. Vesp is definitely a 2-of in the build, and I absolutely love this card because at the start of the damage step, if your Gladiator Beast monster battles a monster, then you can special summon this card from your hand. And while you control this card, special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, all your monsters gain 500 attack points, which is a great ability just to give you that little bit of a boost so you can go in for game. We then play a single copy of Gladiator Beast Noxious. Noxious is definitely a 1-of in the build because this card helps you from getting OTK, that when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, change the attack target to this card and proceed to damage calculation. This card cannot be destroyed by a battle, which is a great effect for this card to have to just instantly protect you from getting OTK. And if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, you can send a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is an insane ability. We then play a single copy of Gladiator Beast Bestiari. This card is really good as a 1-of in the build and helps you pop spells and traps on the field. We then play a single copy of the Gladiator Beast Autorix. Autorix is great in the build as a 1-of, but you really only need a single copy of Autorix because it has the ability, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, then you can send 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, except another copy of this card, and until the end phase, this card's level and name become the same as that monster sent to the graveyard, which is great to be able to become a different Gladiator Beast monster that needs a specific Gladiator Beast to tag into that card. We then play a single copy of Gladiator Beast Darius. Darius is really good as a 1-of in the build, but you only need a single copy of this card. It has the ability, when this card is special summoned by the effects of a Gladiator Beast monster, you can actually pick a Gladiator Beast monster in your graveyard and special summon it, which is an insane effect to be able to just instantly get a different Gladiator Beast monster on your side of the field. But that monster's effects are negated, which is a really cool ability just to instantly get that card out on your side of the field so you can go in for a contact fuse play. We then play a single copy of Gladiator Beast Aquest. Aquest is great, but you again only really need a single copy of each of these because they're so easy to tag into. But this card is great because when this card is special with the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, you can add a Gladiator Beast card from your graveyard back to your hand, which is great to be able to recycle some of your cards out of the grave. We then play 3 copies of Gladiator Beast Ondel. Ondel is great in the build as a 3-of because we do use Rescue Rabbit to instantly get this card out on your side of the field, and cards like Unexpected Die to just instantly special summon this card from the deck, giving you a card that is so easy to get out on your side of the field. We then play 3 copies of Test Tiger. Test Tiger is just a really good extender in the deck because if you control a face-up Gladiator Beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, giving you an extender that you can put on your side of the field so you can go in for link plays. We then play 3 copies of Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is really good to work with a copy of Ondel. Ondel and Rescue Rabbit are just insane to be able to go in for your copy of Test Panther, and it's just a really cool combo in the deck to be able to get rid of your copy of Rescue Rabbit, put 2 copies of Ondel on your side of the field, and then go in for basically any play that you need. We then play 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is just one of the most powerful hand traps in the entire game, and a definite 3-of in the build to basically just stop your opponent from touching the deck. So, that's it for the monsters, guys. let's get in to the spells. So for the spells, guys, we're going to start with a single copy of Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave is definitely a one-of in the build, just to basically stop our opponent from hand-trapping us while we're going in for all of our plays. We then play a single copy of Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is great in this deck as a one-of, so we can summon out Millennium Eyes Restrict to have a monster negate, almost like a second copy of Called by the Grave. We then play 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More. Dark Ruler No More is really good as a 3-of in the build because you really don't want your opponent to have monster effects while you're going into the battle phase to swing through those monsters so you can tag your Gladiator Beasts in and out for the exact ones that you need. So this card is really good at turning your opponent's field off so that we can swing through our opponent's monsters. We then play 3 copies of Gladiator Beast Comeback. Gladiator Beast Comeback is definitely a 3-of in the build, and this card is just absolutely insane in the deck because it has the ability to special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different type from the monsters that you control, and it cannot be destroyed by battle, which is a great ability just to instantly get you an additional Gladiator Beast on your side of the field. It is essentially like 3 copies of Monster Reborn. We then play 3 copies of Gladiator Proving Ground. Gladiator Proving Ground is amazing as a 3-of in the deck because this card is actually the Rhoda for the deck, letting you add a level 4 lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your hand. We then play 3 copies of Unexpected Die. Unexpected Die is amazing as a 3-of in the deck. This card helps us special summon out our copy of Undel directly from the deck, essentially turning it into a Cyber Dragon. We then play 3 copies of Gladiator Rejection. Gladiator Rejection is really cool as a 3-of because your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monsters that you control with card effects except during the battle phase. And if a Gladiator Beast monster is special summoned from the main deck except during the damage step, then you can special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck with a different type from that monster you control in defense position, helping you swarm the board with even more Gladiator Beast monsters, which is amazing. This card is definitely a 3-of in the deck and one of the most powerful cards in the entire build. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get in to the traps. So for the traps, we're just going to be playing 3, and that's going to be 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, just to stop our opponent's monster effects and also lock down entire columns of spells and traps. These cards are really good as 3-ofs in the build to be able to go along with our copies of Ash Blossom and Dark Ruler No More to basically stop our opponent in their tracks so we can start swinging with our Gladiator Beast monsters. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get in to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, guys, we're going to start off with Gladiator Beast Dom. This card is absolutely insane. This card is an insane boss monster that we're usually just going to summon out with our copy of Tamer Editor. But this card is a walking negate, making this card an absolutely crazy powerful boss monster, and it has a really cool ability that once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation if you destroy it. And you can also choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks, which is just really cool to be able to do with this 3,500 attack point boss monster on your side of the field. We then play a single copy of Heracleanos. Heracleanos is really good in the deck as a 1-of, and this card is also a walking negate. We then play a single copy of Necrosis. Necrosis is just insane in the build as a 1-of. I really like this card in the deck, but I feel like 1 is all you need in this particular build. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and if this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, which is a really cool effect for this card to have. We then play 2 copies of Tamer Editor. Tamer Editor is probably the most powerful card in the entire extract because this card has the ability to take 2 level 5 or higher Gladiator Beast monsters to make this card, and it must be special summoned from your extract by shuffling the above cards that you control into the deck. And you don't have to use polymerization, which is how you contact fuse. You don't even have to use polymerization. This card also has the ability it cannot be used as fusion material, and once per turn, you can special summon a Gladiator Beast fusion monster from your extract except another copy of Tamer Editor, ignoring its summoning conditions, which is great to be able to just instantly special summon out one of your Gladiator Beasts from your extract to your side of the field, basically for free, which is just super cool. We then play a single copy of Gyzerus. Gyzerus is great because this card pops cards on the field, which is why we play this card as a 1-of in the deck, but it does specifically require a copy of Bestiari to be able to summon it out to your side of the field. We then play a single copy of Millenniumized Restrict, which is our instant fusion target to be able to put on our side of the field to make sure our plays are going to go through. We then play a single copy of Appaloosa. Appaloosa is just amazing in the deck as a 1-of to have multiple monster negates on your side of the field because this deck swarms like crazy. We play a single copy of the Gladiator Beast Link monster. This card is just a good option to be able to play in the extra deck. We then play 2 copies of Test Panther. Test Panther is insane. This card is so good in the extra deck because if this card is Link Summon, you can add a Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. It also has the ability that you can target a Gladiator Beast monster you control, shuffle that Gladiator Beast monster into the deck, and if you do special summon a different Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your side of the field, and it is treated as special summon with a Gladiator Beast monster's ability, which is great to be able to use with this card to instantly get the exact one you want on your side of the field. We then play a single copy of Cross Sheep because we're playing a lot of fusion monsters in the deck, so this card helps us swarm the board by special summoning a level 4 lower monster from the graveyard, which is just really good if we do fusion summon. We then play a single copy of Link Spider just in case we open up 2 copies of Ondel. We can normal summon out 1, get rid of 1, make it a Link Spider, and then use the Link Spider ability to special summon out our second copy of Ondel from our hand, and then we can go in for a copy of Test Panther, which is just really good. We finally play a single copy of Typhon. Typhon's just really good in just about any deck, making it a really good staple in this particular build because it can be made in just about any deck at all. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This deck is super fun to be able to play. If you guys have never played Gladiator Beast before, you should definitely give this deck a try. It's absolutely crazy what Tamer Editor does for the deck. Just instantly special summon out any of your boss monsters. And it's just a super fun, nostalgic deck. Hopefully we get support for Gladiator Beast soon because it's a really cool deck. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell next so you can become part of Notification Squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.